Hi everybody. Today I'm in the kitchen making cabbage rolls. I thought I'd hop on and show you how I do cabbage rolls. Now cabbage rolls I thought was specific to the region of New England, but yet I got on the computer to do a little bit of research on it and I couldn't find anything about New England. All kinds of European things, but nothing about New England. So quite frankly, I don't know what the history of cabbage rolls is. But anyway, I'm going to show you my version today. This is actually my sister's recipe. So let me turn the camera off. I'll set back up and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so here is what I have got prepared to make the cabbage rolls. Now you serve these cabbage rolls on rice, so I went ahead and prepared the rice ahead of time, and I cooked my rice, it's just white rice, and I cooked it using my bone broth that I've done a video on before. So there's my rice, and I'm going to serve it on afterwards. I cut up into big chunks 4 slices of bread. And I've got this tomato juice. This is going to be for the sauce to go over it, and then chili sauce. And then the other ingredients, I'll go over here if I can do it without making you guys sick. This over here is Hamburg, green pepper, and onion. And I'm going to fry up the onion and the green pepper together. This is Hamburg from my son's farm that he gave me. Green pepper out of my garden and onion out of my garden. And then over here, I've got underneath here, I've got a cabbage. You have to cook a cabbage, a whole cabbage. And I have it weighted down with this cover because it likes to float. So you have to cook the cabbage, and to get it weighted down, I just put that, this is a cast iron cover to another pot that I have. So that's on high, waiting for that to boil. You have to cook that until the leaves get soft. And you've got to, it's pretty tricky because you have to have all the leaves all the way through be soft. So that's what I'm going to do there, and I'm going to fry up this Hamburg and green pepper. I'll turn off the camera and we'll come back for the next step. I just wanted to show you guys really quickly. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these things in action, but it's what I scramble my Hamburg with. I think I got this from Pampered Chef, but I believe you can get it, pretty much any kitchen store out there. But anyway, I love it because there's no big chunks. It doesn't leave big chunks of cooked Hamburg. I really like it because it's really finely cooked Hamburg when you're all done. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this. It works great. Finely cooked Hamburg is really good in particular for these rolls because they're actually rolled up kind of like a burrito. And when I cook burrito meat, same thing. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how this thing works. Oh, and by the way, I made a mistake. The green pepper is not from my garden. This particular green pepper I had to buy because I'm all out of green pepper from my garden. But anyway, I'll shut off the camera and turn it back on for the next step. Okay guys, so the Hamburg's all cooked. Next step is that I add the chili sauce and the breadcrumbs. The cabbage is still not boiling yet. So once I cook this, I will, hold on. Here's another little frugal tip and something that I do all the time. When I have a jar like this and I can't get every last bit of it out, I put a little bit of water in and get it cleaned out. It cleans it out a lot better. So there's that, and here are the breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to mix that up. This Hamburg is so wonderfully lean. I don't even drain it. It's really not much to drain in there. Okay. Okay. So now I just let the Hamburg and this mixture here just sit until the cabbage is cooked and cooled, and I can remove the leaves off of it. So I'm just going to turn that heat off and let that sit. And let's see. Cabbage is still not boiling just yet, so I'm going to let that be. Okay, I'll turn it off and turn it back on for the next step. Okay guys, so I've got the cabbage all cooked. I've just taken it out of the boiling water and now it's cooling until I can handle it. And then I've got the hamburg all cooked. Hamburg and onions and green pepper are all cooked with the breadcrumbs and the chili sauce. And I've got the pot that I cooked the pot that I cooked the cabbage in is right over here, empty and ready and waiting. So what I have to do next is I will take all the leaves off of the cooked cabbage, and I will put to each leaf individually, I will put a spoonful of the hamburger mixture in, roll it up like a burrito, and then put it back in the pot that I cooked the cabbage from. So I'm going to do dishes really quickly, and then we'll start all that process. Okay guys, I've got all the cabbage is cooked, and I've taken all of the leaves apart, and that's what I've gotten for leaves. I got a few little leaves at the very end, the very insides of it. They didn't cook very well on the inside, so they're kind of raw and they're kind of small. So if I don't have stuff enough to fill them, I won't use them, but if I need them, I have them to use. And so again, there's my hamburger and mixture, and the empty dish I'm going to put the rolls in when I'm done. So I just want to show you how I fill these. You have to kind of fill them and roll them up like a burrito. See if I can get my camera set up right. I think that's okay. All right, so what you do is take a little bit of the hamburger mixture and put it inside. And they kind of are concaved, and they have kind of that little, you know, that they're kind of roll up on their own actually. So you just kind of enclose them inside, enclose it inside, and you're going to want to put them in the dish. That's a bit full. I think I'm going to take some out of this one just because it's a bit full. It's popping out everywhere. So I'm going to put it inside the dish. That. So anyway, that's the process. So I'll shut the camera off and turn it on for the next step. Okay guys, so here is an update. I've gotten a bunch of cabbage rolls made. There they are, all in the pot. But I have that much left over. And remember in the last section of video, I had shown you the cabbage with all the leaves taken off and the small leaves, and I said I wouldn't use them unless I need them. Well, I need them. So they weren't really cooked. So I've got them in water. I'm gonna boil them until they're cooked, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the filling in them. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we'll see you at the next section. Okay, excuse me. Okay, you guys, this is the last step before we can eat. Well, actually, no, I gotta make the sauce afterwards. But anyway, here we are in the next step, and you can just see the tomato sauce is just starting to boil. So they've got to boil for 15 minutes. Then I take the cabbage rolls out and I make the sauce. And all I have to do is just add sour cream to the sauce to make it a pretty salmon color. So anyway, that's where we're at. Okay guys, so the rolls are cooked and I removed them from the pot. So now this is sour cream, and I have to add the sour cream to the juice that's in the pot. This is really just tomato juice. So I put it in a small dish so I can kind of temper it so it doesn't curdle when I put it in, because that's really hot liquid. So I'm going to kind of try to do it this way. All right, so I think I will try to whisk that in. Sorry if this is loud, guys. Okay, let's try it this way. You have to mix in just enough sour cream to make it like a salmon color. Oh shoot. There's one thing I forgot to do, guys. I was going to remove some of the tomato juice and just save it in the freezer along with the rolls, because you can't freeze this juice once it has sour cream in it. And I forgot. I guess we'll have to eat it up quickly, huh guys? This may require some more sour cream. It's not quite the color I want, so I'm going to try to add a little more sour cream. Okay, let's see. Try a little bit more. I wasn't planning on adding quite that much because I was only going to make enough to put in the refrigerator for leftovers. But this is an awful lot. But I will tell you guys, this juice, this juice is what makes it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, I think that's going to be good. So I will assemble the meal and I will show it to you at the end. Okay guys, so the cabbage rolls are done, and right here is what I got. So this here is a dish of cabbage rolls that I'm going to keep in the refrigerator to eat throughout this week. This is my dinner for tonight. All these are what I'm going to put in the freezer, and this, if you can see it, is this is the container of juice that I got. And like I said, the juice makes it. I just put it right in the container that I mixed it in to save more dishes. And I will tell you, I got a crap ton of dishes in my sink. It does a lot of dishes. It's quite labor intensive, but oh, so worth it, you guys. Oh my goodness, these are so good. I also wanted to show you, this is a container that had tomato juice in, and this is the one that the chili sauce came in. This would be a great container to take to make salad dressing in, and this one would be great to make. You could make a homemade iced tea or iced coffee or something like that in your fridge. I'm going to put mine in the recycling bin, but I just wanted to kind of show you things that I would do. You know, this, I consider this a frugal meal for me because I got the hamburger for my son, and like I said, I grow green pepper. This wasn't my green pepper because I'm out, but I grow green pepper and onion out of my garden. And really the cost of it for me was the chili sauce, the sour cream, and the tomato juice. So it was pretty inexpensive. If you guys have to buy the hamburger meat, because it does take 2 pounds, that can be quite pricey. So for everyone else, it might not be that great of a meal. You could use other ground meats. I don't see why not. I would certainly substitute. You could do a pound of ground beef and a pound of maybe ground turkey or ground chicken, something like that. I wouldn't hesitate to use that. As far as the cabbage goes, I will tell you that it's a problem and I'm not sure how to fix it. But just like what happened here, I find that problem most of the time. I'll cook the cabbage and the outer leaves are like, you know, fully cooked, almost too cooked. And the inner leaves aren't even remotely cooked. So I didn't today, but I have in the past. Just keep the water, the original water that you cook the cabbage in. Take the leaves off you want, and then put the whatever isn't cooked right back in the same water. That way, you know, you can save on some water. You don't have to reheat and all that stuff. So that would save a little bit. Let's see, what else did I want to say? I got, well, let's see. I would say each one of these green containers is 2 meals at least. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is tonight, and I probably have, 2 or 3 more here in this dish. So, I mean, this made a huge amount. And like I said, the juice, what I would have done tonight if I had remembered was the heated up tomato juice. I would have put it in, I had my little jelly jars already, and I just forgot. So I will have to make up fresh sauce juice for each time I take those out of the freezer. But they freeze well. I've done it before. They freeze well. I will tell you, like I said while I was making them, I have the tendency to overfill when I make burritos, and I overfill these too. It doesn't pay to overfill them because you have to fish them out of that tomato sauce juice once they cook. You know, you fill them, you put them in the pot, fill it with tomato juice, let them cook for 15 minutes, then you remove the cabbage rolls and you put the sour cream in with the warmed up tomato juice. So they're very hard to remove when they do tend to fall apart. So just word of warning, don't put too much in like I usually do. One of these dishes, I think it's this one right here, the top one. This was the leftover meat that I had. Remember, I had a few little, there were little squids, little tiny, way too small leaves from the cabbage, and I didn't want to waste them. And I had that meat, so I just mixed in the leaves with the cabbage, and I'll keep this in the fridge, and I'll eat that like throughout the week too. But anyway, that's how I did it. I just mixed the meat and the cabbage together and put it over rice in that dish. So, you know, that's another couple meals right there. I mean, this is a huge, especially for a single person like me, this was a huge meal. But like I said, I'm going to have all kinds of stuff in my freezer now, and they are so good. If you guys, oh, you guys, I know they're labor intensive, but give it a try. Look how much it made. I mean, for a family, this could be fantastic. And if you have a freezer, it's fantastic. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to eat my cabbage rolls. My mouth is watering and my kitchen smells so good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And make a comment below. Tell me if you've ever tried these cabbage rolls or anything like it. There might be something similar in your region that you know, is similar to this. But anyway, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.